Welcome to the GLF 2019 here in Accra. I'm Natasha Elkington, your video host for the past 2 days. And as we come to the end of this very exciting event where we've been discussing how to restore Africa's landscapes from the ground up, I have the pleasure and honor of speaking with Grace from Ghana, who is a young entrepreneur with the Ghana Permaculture Institute. She embroiders as well as produces Moringa Oil, a natural oil that is becoming increasingly valuable in the beauty industry. It's often found in the ingredient list of natural skincare products such as those from the global brand Lush Cosmetics. So thank you, Grace, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time. So tell us a bit more about the Moringa oil, or the Moringa tree, or the Moringa itself. How about growing it and producing it as an oil?
Okay. Thank you for that. Moringa is a very fast-growing plant that have a lot of nutritional content, and it's also good for the curing of diseases, the skin, inside and both outside the body. And then in Ghana, it's Moringa Oil that grows well in Ghana.
Okay.
And it doesn't take a long time. When you grow it, like within 6 months' time, you can be able to harvest the leaves.
Wow.
From it. So when you harvest the leaves from the moringa, these leaves, we use it to produce cream, ointment, soap, shower gel, and shampoo for the body, which are all good for the body to cure skin rashes, to smoothen your body, to give you the natural beauty. That is what the leaves of moringa does. So after we finish harvesting the leaves for some time, then it started fruiting too, then it bear the fruit. Then we harvest the seeds too. After we harvest the dry seeds, we use that one to press oil out of it. So this is the moringa oil that we get from the seeds of moringa, which we use in adding to our cosmetics that we produce. We also sell some, we also supply some to other people, especially the Lush Cosmetics company that we supply lots of moringa to. And some people also buy and use it as anointing oil. Others also buy to use it as sources of food because of the nutritional content. So that is what we use the moringa oil for. And after we press the oil to the residues, is also a very good source of organic fertilizer. In Permaculture Institute, we are going organic. We don't use any other chemicals. So that is what also supports us in doing our organic farming. As such that you can also use it as a animal feed.
Okay.
The residues is very good for animals. When you add it to their diet, it also adds nutrients to them. You can also use it as a source of firewood. That is about the residues. Then I can say all parts of the moringa is very useful to the human body.
Amazing. And then and you and your community have been using the moringa tree like this for years, since you were a child, and for generations. Has this been part of
Yes, the community has also been using it because the demand for the moringa now is high because we supply the powder to outside.
Right.
The outside countries. A lot of people also want to use the moringa but find it difficult to grow it in the countries.
Yeah.
So we dry it, then grind it into powder, and then we supply it outside. How it helped the community is a lot of, we have about 5,000 moringa farmers.
Okay.
That's all over the area. We have some in the Blue East, the Northern region, the Upper East and Upper West. All we have farmers around that also grow moringa and then supply. Some of the places that are far, like Bolgawa, they have like agencies that will gather all. Then when they get in a large quantity, the person bring it to our site for sale. So that helps the women a lot.
Wow.
All the farmers, they sell the leaves at the same time. They also sell the seeds.
Right.
Yes, which they earn income from it.
Great. So when did you start this whole this whole initiative, working with Moringa and becoming an entrepreneur with the Ghana Permaculture Institute?
Okay, for Ghana Permaculture Institute, I came to the place in the year 2014, July 2014. By then, I completed a high school senior high school.
Okay.
And then I came there as a student.
Okay.
So I came and studied permaculture. After that, I also learned something on the Moringa business. So I studied for 1.5 years.
Wow.
Then from there, I was employed as a worker.
Amazing.
And I work with them.
And you work with them?
Yes.
Wow. So tell me, what is permaculture for those of us who don't understand? How do you explain permaculture?
Okay. We say permaculture is a combination of two common words. We have permanent culture, then we have permanent agriculture. That we bring together to have the word permaculture. When we talk of permanent culture, we want to do things that in the olden days, our cultural way of doing things, the way we dress, the food we eat, we want to go back and then use that one because we found out that we have been diverting from what was happening in the olden days. Then when we come to the permanent agriculture too, it's the same thing. The olden days farming system is now diminishing and we have been using a lot of chemicals which is not good for the land.
Right.
So you go back to pick the olden system of farming too. That is what we bring together to have permaculture.
Right.
Then when we bring it together and then we want to explain the whole meaning, we say permaculture is a design system that is aimed at creating sustainable food security, which is not only the production of food, but also a holistic way in how we can manage our life, everything concerning life, with the ethical basis of earth care, people care, and then fair share. That is the three basic ethics of permaculture.
Wow.
When you come to permaculture, we care for the people around the area. When you care for your neighbor, there is no need for you to use other chemicals or something that you know will be harmful to the person. You will not use it to harm the person. Then we care for the earth. The land that we are using, we have to protect it, not only today, but for the future generation to also come and have a feel of it. Then we share our surplus, just as what we are doing here. We have a lot of knowledge, but when you have knowledge and you don't share to your friend, it will be difficult for the person to have a feel of it.
Right.
So we share our knowledge.
Amazing. I'm learning a lot from you right now, really. So how does this, the permaculture way of thinking play into global markets like the beauty industry?
About the beauty industry, now permaculture has been training a lot of people who want to go into the Moringa business. So a lot of people have started with the Moringa business and then they produce a lot of cosmetics from it that they sell, which is good for the human health. And at the same time, it helps them to also have a job that they are doing, which brings income.
Amazing.
Yes.
Lush is a major brand, yeah,
Yes,
as we know,
yes.
and with stores from China to the US.
Yes.
So how has their sourcing from Ghana changed your community and your life? By having Lush, by being a supplier for Lush, has that changed your community's lives and your life? Has that elevated it or changed it much? Like,
Yes.
what's the effect, the impact?
It has changed a lot because Lush do buy most of the Moringa. Because the Moringa, the functions is performed, the cost of the oil is high, to put it that.
Okay.
It's very high. So the local market is not as high as that market that we are getting
Okay.
from them. So all the seeds that we get from the farmers, after we press, then Lush will take and then pay the company. Then they will also be able to pay all the workers that they have taken seeds from them. So it has helped to change the institution and at the same time the farmers that we are working with.
Okay, fantastic. So what advice would you give other people practicing permaculture, and especially women like yourself?
Yes, permaculture is a nice thing for us to all practice. Yes, but sometimes it's very difficult to do it when you don't have, let me say, a financial aspect. But
Right.
it's also simple when you have the will of doing it. It's very simple. If all people will come in one mind to work with permaculture, we will find out that as time goes on, the whole system will change. All the land that has been degraded, we can be able to restore it when we are able to use permaculture. All the mining areas, the waters that has been polluted, if we all know something about it and try to practice it, very soon such problems will not be seen anymore.
Yes, that's very true. Amazing. Well, I thank you for taking the time to sit with us and share your knowledge. I definitely have learnt a lot on my part, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you, thank you.